Yup, you read that title right. It took me 12 years to get 2,200 subscribers here on YouTube. With that being said, I feel like I could have achieved that a lot faster if I knew certain things about YouTube and other social media platforms. So today I'm here to give you a lot of tips on how to achieve success a lot faster than I did. So pay attention. The very first tip that I have when starting on social media is just start uploading. The misconception that a lot of new content creators, including myself, have is that their videos and audio and script all need to be perfect, but you can't really expect that. A lot of people online say that the first 100 videos that you post are just practice, so you can't expect them to be amazing when you first start out. It's kind of comparable to riding a bike. Like when you first start off, you're gonna fall and you're gonna fail a lot of times, but as long as you get up and keep going, then your videos are sure to become better. So when you're starting off, don't take your first videos as a sign of you might not be doing as well. Try to think of it as a trial period to listen and learn. Lesson 2, it's kind of a cliche that a lot of people say, but when you're starting off, gear really doesn't matter. Kind of ironic saying this as I'm filming on my nice Sony camera, but when I started many years ago, I didn't have anything but my iPhone. Camera equipment, lighting, and audio are all tools to get your story from you to the viewer, but the viewer doesn't really care how good your video looks, how great your lighting is, or how great your audio sounds if the story sucks. So when you're starting off, I'd really recommend on focusing on your story and how you deliver that story. And then later down the line, if you want to upgrade your equipment, you can do so. There's so many creators on this platform that have become so successful just by utilizing this one device. My third lesson to becoming more successful on social media is to be goal-driven, consistent, and kind of cheesy, but believe in yourself. When it comes to being goal-driven, I feel like a lot of people focus on these numbers, say, I want to get 100,000 subscribers. I want to get 1 million subscribers. But an underrated aspect is focusing on the quality of the content itself instead of those numbers. Some goals could be, how can I get better cinematic shots? How can I improve my audio quality? Or, how can I deliver my story in the best way possible to the viewer? Going back to those numerical goals of hitting 100,000 subscribers or hitting 1 million subscribers, I think those end goals are great, but when people achieve that, you're always gonna want more. So really underrated aspect of that journey is reaching 0 subscribers to whatever number you want. Along that journey, I'm sure you're not able to just grow as a content creator, but also as a person. And when the day comes where you achieve that number and you look back on the days where you were a small creator, I'm sure you'll look back and say, hey, I should have appreciated that a lot more. So essentially my point is also enjoy the journey. My third tip that I have is utilize short form content. I know some people are saying, I really don't like short form content. I just want to post YouTube videos. Well, I can understand that. I really think short form content is a great way to practice. You don't have to commit as much time as YouTube videos. Think about it. You're posting 30 seconds versus, 10 minutes of a YouTube video. It's a great way to practice hooks, storytelling, and video editing, and not as committal as making YouTube videos. But I would definitely do both at the same time if possible. If you're not doing short form content in 2025, you're definitely missing out. For me, the way I've been color grading and video editing and overall making videos has definitely improved just because I started doing shorts. And I definitely see an improvement to my long form content because of that. And lastly, it's a great way to develop a lot of followers and interactions in a short amount of time, especially good for new creators. The last tip that I have in lesson number 5 is to stop doom scrolling social media and to start picking up what others are putting down. But Brian, what do you mean by that? What I mean is to start looking at other creators' content and start analyzing what makes them successful. Something that I have been neglecting was the hook of your video, which is arguably the most important part. And really understanding how important the first 3 to 5 seconds of your videos are, especially when you're talking about shorts, is crucial if you want to become successful. But Brian, I don't really care about the hooks. I just want to create my video. Stop. I don't want to think about it too much. If you really want people to watch and take inspiration from you, what's the point of posting a video if the viewer can't even get past the first few seconds? Really write down on a piece of paper or in your head or on a computer what makes other people's videos more successful so you can apply them to your own. Look, I'm not saying copy anybody's formula, but watch a video and take those aspects and make them your own. People often say, steal like an artist. One tip or trend that I have for you that I feel like is becoming really successful in 2025 is having a series or a journey, meaning having episodes to a certain goal or destination you want to reach so your audience and viewers can reach that destination along with you, one video at a time. That's not one video. For me and my personal short form content, I found that to be really successful nowadays. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you really learned something from today's video. If you follow these tips and lessons, I'm sure you'll be a lot more successful at a faster rate than I. If you learned anything from this video, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. It really helps the channel and you don't want to miss any other content creator content I have in the future. With that being said, thanks y'all, and I'll see you next week.